Hi and welcome to video number 4. I'm going to talk about, in this particular video, how to send voice messages to your leads. And in this specific video, I'm going to be using a site called dialmycalls.com. This site I've been using for many months for now, and it's been great, and I highly recommend it. Very, very easy to use. It allows both voice messages and text messages, but I would actually use text messages for video 5. So definitely we'll talk about that in just a minute. Okay, so right now we're at dialmycalls.com, and at this site I would highly recommend that you use this site mainly for voice messages. Now keep in mind that dialmycalls.com and send text alerts, which is what I'm going to talk about in the next video, mainly caters to the United States. Now, if you want a site that caters specifically to your country, I would recommend that you go to Google and you type in send mobile text messages or send mobile voice messages and then put the country. In this case, I put UK, and as you can see, you have a site here, right here. There are tons and tons of sites out there. The only reason why I chose dialmycalls.com is because I specifically use this site, so I'm familiar with it. Now, right now, this is my personal account. I actually have 2 different accounts. But what I wanted to do here is just show you how it works, or how to import your list of contacts first, how to set up a call, and then how to track all your results. Because the good thing about Dial My Calls is it allows you to set up the call, send it out, and then track your results fairly easily. Now, one thing I want to say before we get started is that if you want to just do text messages and you can use send text alerts, then I would recommend that you use that site. And that site allows you to basically build a list on the fly just through their system. Now, if you're going to use a site like dialmycalls.com, then you're going to need to gather a list of leads first. Assuming that you have already done so, I'm going to go ahead and import those leads into dialmycalls.com. To do that, all you have to do is click on My Contacts. Once you're done, then you'll see your list of contacts. You can click on Import a List of Contacts. Now, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to need, first name, last name, email, and phone number. So all of this can be gathered by using Aweber, GetResponse, or any other autoresponder. Now keep in mind that only use phone numbers that people have given you. Do not use phone numbers that people have not given you. If people have not given you the permission to use their phone number, then I would highly recommend that you not use that for safety's sake. Okay, once you're done with that, you can set up a call. Now, Dial My Calls, you can give it a test if you want to. They have a free service that allows you to do 1 call per week with a maximum number of 25 people. With their premium service, which I use, it has no limits, except for credits and things like that. So let's say that I want to set things up. The thing that I love about Dial My Calls is it gives me the ability to do more than just send voice messages. So as you can see here, I can push to leave a message, push to listen again, polling, and push to opt out. Now, what do these mean? Well, push to leave message allows you to, let's say for example that you're a restaurant, and then when somebody leaves your restaurant, they've signed up on your mobile contact list. Then you send them a voice message saying, hey, thanks for coming into the restaurant. We want to know your experience. It says, please press 8 and leave a message or something. Or let's say you want to do a poll and you're doing a test on a specific product that you have released. You could do that too, and you can poll your customer base by doing that. And you can also push to opt out, giving them the ability to opt out whenever they want, which is great. Once you're done with that, you click on next, and then you want to either select a recent recording or you can title the recording. In this case, I'm going to title the recording. I'm going to call it, let's say, Experience. Now, remember, if you're a male, then use a voice gender male. If you're female, then use a female. With dialmycalls.com, they give you the ability to have three choices. You can either use a touch tone phone to record your message. You could upload a MP3 file or wave sound file that you've recorded, or you can use the text-to-speech tool. Now, if I would recommend these top two, this one's actually the easiest. And then you put in your phone number and then click Call Me, and basically you do the recording. Once you've finished the recording, then you can choose a specific recording and then click Continue to Step 3. You'll need to start adding the contacts. Once you add the contacts, you just confirm your scheduling, like say, for example, that you want to send the voice message in a few days. You can do that, or a few weeks. You can do that in advance. So if you wanted to, you could even start ahead of time and create all of your voice messages and send them in advance. Okay, so once you send out your recording, you have the ability to see whether each and every single one of the text messages were successful. So let's say, for example, that I wanted to view a certain report. I could do that. You know, as you can see here, I only did a test, but you can see that my attempt was successful. You can see how long the person stayed on the phone, whether they hanged up the phone in the middle of the message, or, you know, things like that. And that's the beauty of mobile marketing, is you can track every single text. Unlike email marketing, where you can only track if somebody clicks on a link, this case, you know that the message has reached the person successfully or not. So as you can see, it's very, very easy to use. Now, if you are in another country, UK, Asia, places like that, simply go to Google and find that site. Most sites are pretty self-explanatory and easy to use, but with this video series, it's mainly the concepts to understand